Collins was the only, but we had a drugstore. There was a drugstore, and Irving Collins. I don't remember where we bought our groceries.
What about for entertainment? Was there a movie theater here?
Yeah, there was a movie theater.
Anything else that you can remember?
No,
I don't.
There wasn't anything. We had nothing. Yeah, movie theater, it was a nickel to go to the movies. Oh, we look forward to that.
And y'all would come on Saturdays?
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was just on weekends. They didn't have movies during the week.
How has this downtown area changed over time?
Well, Irving Collins is still there. You know, that was there. And they had let's see, what else they had past Irving Collins? They had a little dress shop there at one time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they had two dress shops. One was, that was our business district there, you know. Then on the next block over, they had like a hardware store. Who had that? I don't remember. The Kennedys had that, a hardware store.
Okay. How about, do you remember as a child and growing up, any radio shows that you would listen to or TV shows that you would watch?
We didn't have TV for years.
Years?
We had a radio. Man, you're taxing my brain.
Sorry.
I don't remember what we listened to. We had a radio.
Yeah.
I can remember having a radio, but I don't remember exactly what we listened to.
Did y'all listen to programs in French or English or both?
Both.
Both?
Yeah, because my parents spoke French to each other. You know, they spoke English with me, you know. However, I speak French, you know, so my grandparents didn't speak any English at all, so I speak both French and English.
Do you have any siblings?
Nope, I'm an only child.
Okay. What do you think is the biggest thing to happen to rain?
Now, I mean...
Throughout the time that you've been here?
I guess the parks and things we have now for the children. There was nothing for kids to do. You know, you went to school and that was it. Rain High had a football team, but that was all. You know, there was nothing else to involve children. I think the grounds that they've made into baseball fields and that kind of thing for the children, I think that's the biggest thing that I feel, you know.
Yeah, that's changed. Okay. How about, do you remember, what's your first memory of Mervyn Con?
I can remember coming for those drawings when I was little. Mom and Dad would drag me here every Saturday for the drawings. That's my first memory of Mervyn Cones. We bought everything there. You bought groceries, you bought materials, you bought shoes. I mean, they had a little bit of everything.
Were there any other stores that you can remember? You said there was a hardware store and a dress shop. Were any other stores competing?
No, not really, because they sold appliances. I don't know of anybody else. You know, way back then, I don't remember anybody else selling appliances. I don't.
So would y'all shop at Mervyn Con for everyday items or just special occasion items?
just special occasion, you know. I don't remember where we bought our groceries. I don't remember where the grocery store was. You know, way back then.
Yeah. What do you remember? What grocery store did y'all have here?
That's what I'm saying. I don't remember where we bought our groceries. Besides, I'm sure we had those little country stores.
Right.
I don't remember.
Is there a big grocery store here now?
Oh yeah, we have several. We have Winn-Dixie and you know, we have several grocery stores, big grocery stores. Oh, Rain has. We're doing much better now.
Do you remember your family ever traveling outside of Rain to get items?
Yeah, we went to Lafayette. Now that I remember going in a buggy with Mama to shop at Hyman's in Lafayette. I can remember that. You know, in those days the ladies wore hats. Mama would go buy, once a year she'd go buy herself a hat.
At Hyman's?
At Hyman's.
Oh, wow.
And fabric. They had fabric. Murray Cons had fabric too, but it was cheaper at Hyman's.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. And did you continue to shop there till it closed?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Do you remember Mervyn Con having a place to eat?
No.
No. And another thing that I've been getting from these interviews is that Mervyn Cons wasn't just a place where you went to shop, it was a place you went to socialize and gossip.
That's where you met your friends, you see. Oh yes, that's true. Everybody. It just was a small community at the time, and everybody knew. Everybody knew each other. Mm-hmm. So that was the meeting place.
The meeting place.
Yeah.
So on Saturdays, everyone would come into town and go into Mervyn Con, get a raffle, wait around.
Yes.
That's interesting. Okay. Now I'm going to talk about your work history at Mervyn Con.
Well, there's not much work. I worked only on Saturdays. You see, I was going to school, and I worked on my. I'm trying to remember what I was paid. I believe it was $5 a day, is what I made. Can you imagine $5 a day? No commission. You see, some of the clerks had commission, but I was part-time, but they didn't give me a commission.
Is this when you were at UL or high school?
This is after I graduated from high school.
Okay.
It was the summer before I went to UL. And then the Saturdays, while I was at school, I worked there. They did give me a discount, though, if I bought something. Very little, but I got a little discount for buying.
Okay, and what did you do there? Were you a sales clerk or?
Yeah, I was working in sales, but every Saturday I was in a different location. They just put me where they needed me.
Okay, different department.
Yeah.
What was your favorite department?
Oh, I like the dresses.
And what was your favorite thing to sell? The dresses also?
The dresses, yeah. I like to be in that department.
What was your least favorite?
Oh, fabric.
Why is that?
I didn't like to measure. Because Mr. Jenkow was always watching, and if you didn't do something just right, man, he was on you all the time. I didn't like the fabric department.
So how was the working environment? You just mentioned that Mr. Jankow was always kind of watching. Was it laid back and?
No, he was strict. He was. You didn't dilly dally, you know. If you didn't have a customer, you were supposed to be straightening things out, and you're supposed to be moving around doing something.
Right. So you just worked there one summer?
No, I worked there 2 summers.
2 summers. Do you remember what years?
Well, 52 and then 53 summer. Then I was offered a job with the City of Rain, so I didn't go back to school.
What job was that?
Well, at the time I was just a clerk, but then I ended up being the assistant city clerk.
Oh, wow.
So I did well there.
How long did you stay there?
35 years.
Wow, yeah, I would say so. Do you remember how you got your job at Mervyn Con? Some people say that you kind of had to know someone and they had to kind of know your reputation.
No, they just, they that's one thing about them. They did hire children from school, that was going to school, especially if you were going to college.
Yeah.
And of course I came from a low-income family, you see, so there was no problem there. I applied and they took me on right away.
Okay.
And Saturdays was a good day for me to work because if someone wanted to get off, to take off, it was on a Saturday, so I was just like a filler.
Yeah. So was there any interview process, or did they just call you in and say, come in on Saturday?
Well, I applied and they called me and said, I don't remember being interviewed.
Okay.
So.
And they liked employees that were going to school.
Yeah, they accommodated kids who were going to school.
Was Mervyn Con was it like the place to work, or was it the only place to work?
Only place.
Only place. So was it hard to get a job there since it was one of the only businesses in town?
I don't remember it being hard. I don't know. Like I said, I was still a young child, you can say,
Yeah.
We had a couple of drugstores here. I don't know if they hired people, though. I don't remember.
Do you remember if you had a training, or they just kind of...
No, they just had somebody whoever was in charge of that department told me what to do. Okay. And everything had a price tag on it. Like if you were working in the underwear department, everything had a price tag. So it was not, I never worked in the shoe department. I never did that.
Why is that?
Well, I don't know. That's
it's the only one they never had needed you for?
Yeah. I worked in the children's department and I didn't like the fabric. I worked a little bit there, but I didn't like that. I tried to avoid that.
Do you recall your first day of work at there?
No, not really. Other than I'm sure I was scared.
Yeah. Do you remember seeing any of the original owners?
Oh, yes.
How was that?
Oh,
would they kind of come to check up on you guys? Or?
No. They would just walk up. Well, Mr. Jankow was the only one. When Mr. Korn, Mr. Leo Korn would be there, he was in his office. He didn't, he never told anybody, anything. He never told me, in fact, anything, But Mr. Jankow would walk up and down the aisle, and make sure you were busy.
Yeah.
That there were no customers standing around not being waited on.
Right. Okay, and so you got paid $5 a day. And so you left that job when you got the job for the city? Or did you leave before that?
I guess I left it to work. No, because I went straight from UL to work for the city.
Okay, so you left for school. And then from school you went to the
Yeah,
city.
yeah.
Okay.